Okay, so now that the rain has stopped, just a quick close-up of this surface. This is asphalt, very, very rough, lots of large aggregate stones, and it's actually layered over top of concrete. I'm not too sure why, probably because of structural sinking of the possibilities of the actual asphalt itself. But the surface is what's the important thing. It is asphalt. It is rough, as you can see.
I have no short. There's a long list of people who want to work with me. Yes, I have. Well, everyone thinks I'm so.
Vous avez quoi avec ça plus ça qu'est-ce que ça
Pas aller plus vite là.
Qu'est-ce que ça conduit?
On va pas des gens dire, ça c'est sûr. Regarde les choses. Bien, bien. Voilà. Títแล้วก็เบรกตับเอาเบรกใส่ก็บัตรที่เราส่งที่ไหนแต่จะมีส่งบัตร
it at now it's 16 psi.
Yes.
So
that's
a
just
spring.
over 1 bar.
Yeah, actually I can drop it down to 0.7.
You can?
Yeah,
Yes.
because now it's 1.1.
Okay.
So I will put it at 0.7.
Yes.
Then you will have a try.
Yes.
Later on, not now.
After
not
on,
right
yeah,
now.
no, we're done here.
Yeah.
It's too dry to continue. But that was, I'd have to say, Mark, the asphalt wet, you can't say that was slow. No. So there's no problem with asphalt.
Not too noisy also.
And not too noisy. And that's got 5 bar in the tyres, and they're just standard street tyres straight off the shelf. If we were to get some soft compound tyres, would make a lot more difference, but that was not ridiculously slippery at all. In fact, that had more grip than we had yesterday on the concrete.
Yeah.
I certainly felt a lot more.
But the compound of this asphalt is quite rough.
It's awesome. This is what you want.
Yeah. Underneath this concrete, underneath this asphalt surface is concrete.
Yeah, but that's
should
irrelevant.
I told you to wait.
Oh, damn that rainstorm! It's about 10 minutes too late. It is.
We abandoned.
You will use that kind. You will use that kind of surface, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking this surface will be fine if you can get something like this, because that was no problem at all. In fact, I had more traction on this wet asphalt than I had on that dry, dusty concrete yesterday.
And does it change the handling regarding the boost pressure? Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's obviously less. Well, it certainly wasn't like the button it was yesterday on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I could drive. You can see I could drift. Yeah, well, I couldn't do that the other day. As soon as I got to, 1200, 1500, 2000, you're around. But but it certainly was very drivable on this surface.
Yeah.
When it
Just
was
explain a little bit about the aggregate of this asphalt.
Well, this has some smoother type of rock in it as well. It's not a completely very sharp bluestone type aggregate, and it seems very grippy. Well, my shoes are still wet, but you can feel that it is very grippy. I'd take some really nice close photos.
Yeah, I have.
Of the dry stuff, and it's not really smooth at all.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem to wear the tyres hardly at all when it was wet. And they, like I said, are just.
What about stopping on the wet?
No, it stopped, no problem at all. Well, you saw I was coming back and stop.
Yeah.
Go forward and stop. There wasn't really enough room to get a 180 again out.
Yeah.
With the obstacles and concrete.
No,
here.
that's right. I'm glad you didn't attempt it.
Well, I'd rather not attempt it than stuff it up in front of everybody.
That's right.
Well, or damage the car. This obviously is the priority, not to damage the car. That's the idea. You get a really good close shot. All right, so back to the factory. I'm not allowed in Bernard's car anymore.
Go on the truck if you want.
I might go in the truck.